Hi, this is a quick tip tutorial about alt swap. Alt swap is when you replace the source file of a layer without losing any of the animation or effects applied to that layer. So for example, here we've got this little guy, Kuribo, on a gondola. So if I do a RAM preview, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use alt swap to change this character. And I'll show you where the other file is. I've got two of these characters. I've got Kuriman with blur, and you can see he's black and white with some blur on there. And I've got another version of him in color with no blur. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this image out for the one that's currently residing in this comp. So right here, here's where he is, Kuriman 2 with blur. And I just want to show you the effects and attributes that I have applied to him so far. So I have a mask. I have a mask right here at his feet. If I turn the mask off, you can see that actually his feet extend beyond there. So I'm making it look like he's inside the boat. I have a roughen edges effect. So just around the outside of the image it's a little bit rough. That's an effect on here. I also have some position and rotation expressions applied to this layer. He's also parented, you can see right here, to the gondola, to the boat, which has a bunch of wiggle and rotation expressions on it. So what I want to do is use alt swap to replace this gray fuzzy guy with a crisp color version. So what you need to do is you first need to import the item or the asset that you want to change out, which I have here. Select the layer that you want to target, go to your source layer, press down Option or Alt and drag down, keeping the Alt key pressed down, drag it down into the timeline area, anywhere in here, and it will automatically swap out the target layer for the source layer. And it retains all of the attributes that were applied to it. You can still see the roughen edges effect around the edge. You can still see that it's parented to the boat. And for example, it still has the mask that I had drawn on it. And this would retain other forms of animation such as mask path animations and position animations and so on and so forth. So now you can see the same movie clip with a different guy. So there it is. That's alt swap. So just to remind you, what you do is you select the target layer that you want to remove or swap out but retain all attributes. With that selected, you go to your new source file, press Alt or Option, and drag it down into the timeline area. You can also do this with multiple files. Let's say I had multiple instances of this guy or another element. I could select multiple layers like that and do an alt swap, and it would work. So I hope that helps. Please try this yourself with a few different types of assets. It's very useful when you're working with Photoshop files, touch-up patches like clean plates that you're cleaning up for comp and you need to take back into Photoshop and adjust and maybe bring back in or bring different versions in, so on and so forth. There's many applications of alt swap. It's just a technique. You got to know when you need it and when you don't, but that's how it works. Hope this helps. Leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to add. Thanks.